Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Touch. I'm Darwin Campbell. Just in case you haven't found out, today's Friday is Freedom Friday. And on Freedom Friday, we bring you a solid message going into the weekend to encourage you and build you up. The message this morning comes from Psalms 133 and verse 1. One verse. The Morning Touch is brought to you by the Chaplaincy for the Homeless and the FSBC in Glendale. In Psalms 133:1, the Bible says this: "Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity." Today's focus and emphasis is on unity, my friends. I don't know if you remember, but back in 1975, the OJs made a selection that went to the top of the charts. It was called Unity. And in that song, it was so beautiful the way they described what the psalmist wrote in Psalms 133 and verse 1. How good and pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. Right now, in the United States of America, we're not united. We're supposed to be a united people. We're supposed to be working together, but we're not united. We're fighting one another. This Freedom Friday, I am calling on you to restore unity, not only to your heart, but work hard to restore unity in your community, in your workplace, in your state, in this nation. Oh, how good and pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. Because my friends, Pastor Campbell is making it clear, a lesson neglected is a lesson forgotten. If we don't pay attention to the value of unity to our nation and to our families and to our communities, just like the OJ said, we must have unity, because united we stand and divided we fall. It says they played a game of divide and conquer ever since the word began. Tried their best to separate the people so we couldn't understand. Come together and show our force. Now it's time for all the people to speak with one voice. I'm talking about unity. We must have unity. My friends, lessons neglected in this case are lessons forgotten, and it makes for a very tragic end to us if we don't learn to be united. Biblically, from a Bible perspective, unity is important because there are some solid byproducts of unity. How good and pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity, because unity brings one, peace. When there is unity, there's no time for drama. When there's unity, there's no time for fussing. When there's unity, there's no time for fighting. We are working together for one cause, and that's to bring us together in unity so that we can be a better people and a better nation, so that we can show the world the example that Jesus showed us as he united with his Father in John 17. So the byproducts of unity are good and pleasant because there's no drama, no fuss, and no fighting, nothing but peace. Number two, unity brings joy. My friends, there is no unhappiness when we are united. We are pumped up and full of joy. When there is unity, families are happier, workplaces are happier, communities are happier, nations are happier. Unity brings peace and it brings joy. People are happier, people get along, people are healthier. Just everything goes well when we are truly united. Number three, unity brings safety. My friends, I don't have to look over my shoulder when we're united. I don't have to worry about war when we're united, because as a united people, we will not seek to fight one another. We will not seek to bring down one another. Unity, the byproducts of unity, peace, joy, and safety, because people will look after the goodwill of others. People will not seek the ill will or the downfall of others. Unity brings safety. People will do more giving and less taking. My friends, these are lessons that we have neglected. and lessons that we have forgotten. And because we have neglected and forgotten these lessons, we are starting to pay a high price. So on Freedom Friday, I want to call you back to Psalms 133:1. How good, how pleasant it is for brethren, all people, men and women and children and nations. How pleasant and how good it is for us to gather around the table and dwell together in true unity. Number 4, unity brings cooperation. Again, when we are spending our time in unity, we are being creative. We are seeking one another out. We find answers. We work close together. We cooperate. We look out for each other. We help one another. That's what unity is all about. The byproduct of unity is why the Bible says that unity is good and pleasant, because the byproduct peace is good. The byproduct joy is good. The byproduct safety is good. The byproduct cooperation is good. All of it works together for our good. And when it works together for our good, people understand and know the love of God. Unity takes us to love, and we understand the love of God. We understand the love of Christ, and that draws us closer to the cross, which brings us into a good covenant relationship with God. My friends, unity has value, and we need to see the value of unity. You know, the devil wants us divided. The devil wants us fighting each other. The devil wants us creating drama. The devil wants us to be takers and not givers. The devil wants us to seek the ill will. But God says we need to practice unity. We need to follow unity because it leads us to love. It leads us to the kind of people, the kind of communities, the kind of nations that we need to be in peace, enjoying joy, safety, cooperation. My friends, unity is something that causes us to pull together and not tear apart. Because you see, when there's unity, we care about what happens to one another. We don't say, oh, that's that group of people. We actually care for one another. Unity causes us to totally change our mentality, to totally change our focus, to totally change our mindset. When we focus on God's biblical unity, we are a better people. We are a better nation. We are a better folk to one another. So on the Morning Touch today, we don't want anybody turning up their noses on someone because they're homeless or because they're black or because they're Hispanic or because they do this or they do that. My friends, it's time for us to set aside these differences that the devil has created. It's time for us to come together and truly be united and truly practice unity, because the Bible says it's good, it's pleasant, it's healthy for us to be in unison. The peace, the joy, the safety, the cooperation are all byproducts of that. We need to pull one another up, not tear one another down. As we wind down, we are a better people if we focus and we practice unity. We are a better people when we're working together, and we truly can show the world what it means to define unity. I want to read this and then we'll close. In the latter part of the OJs, here's what they say. I want to talk to all people listening to my voice. We got to make our own decision. We've got to make our own choice. Now is the time to come together and clean up this world right now, right now. Now's the time to make this world safe for little boys and girls. How do we do that? Unity. Unity. We must have unity. Oh, how good and pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. That's our message. That's our focus. And I hope that you will do what it takes to bring unity. Remember, lessons neglected are lessons forgotten. And lessons forgotten don't help us a bit. Go out and practice unity this week. God bless you and keep you. See you next time on The Morning Touch.